So how did you end up meeting Mike Geronimo?
Mike Geronimo, as I'm hustling, like I said, my cousin, so that was good because my cousin I was talking about, I lived with, he played sports. He was like one of the best baseball little league players. He was a pitcher. He was on the traveling team, and Mike Geronimo was actually on his team with him. Mike Geronimo was nice. They was nice in basketball. You know, rest in peace. Mike's mom was like a beautiful person, so she kept him in the right lane. So them two was together. And then one day coming back from baseball practice, they was walking across the highway and they was with one of my other friends named Jamal and he got hit by a car and died. And then once he died, they had the funeral and everything, you know, and that's when I got to really like meet Mike Geronimo and talk to him and all of that. But we he just knew I was a hustler. And then later on he got into the music. He started messing with Irv Gotti, but I'm still down the block hustling. I don't know none of that. And somebody came to me and was like, "Yo, son, you remember Mike?" And they played the song "Shit's Real," and I was like, "Oh shit, this he's from out yeah, that's Mike." And I just fell in love. And then I walked to his block and he wasn't there. And then the next day I went to the store and he was shooting the "Shit's Real" video. And when he was shooting the "Shit's Real" video, I was talking to him. And then if you look at the video, I'm the kid rolling the dice. That's how me and Mike got tight. And then he was like, "I'm doing a show tomorrow. Can you come?" I said, "Yeah, I'll come." And he said, Irvin was supposed to come, and then that morning when he hit me, he said, "Irvin, can't show." So he's like, "You want to get on stage with me?" I said, "Yeah, yeah, let's do it." So when I got on stage, his label was there, and my charisma alone, before he got on the stage, the way I introduced him and the way I made the crowd get ready for him, or I made the crowd say, when I say Mike, y'all say Geronimo. His A&Rs and his label was there, and they never seen nobody like that. So once I did that show, Mike was going on. Mike was starting a promo tour maybe 2 weeks after that, and I was with him.
So they saw that star power in you real early on already.
Yeah, yeah. But they didn't grab me until now. Mike Geronimo throws out. Now we're doing Mike Geronimo's album. He do about 20 songs on there. I'm on 13 of them. On the Master IC, I'm on 13 songs, which probably like Ghostface and Ray. So now we go on a big tour. And as we're on a big tour, before I left, I put out a song called Rotten Apple. I just put it out. Now when we on tour, there's it's going crazy on Stretch and Bar Beat though. It's going crazy on everywhere. So now we just finally get to maybe DC, and the label came, and the label came with a check, and it was like, "Yo, we want to sign you or whatever like that." And I really didn't know why or whatever. But then when I got back to New York, I realized that every label was looking for me: Def Jam, Interscope, Universal. Every because they compared me to the next Nas.
So you jumped too soon.
I jumped too soon, but I didn't. I'm on tour. I should have known when I seen the A&R and the label mates come to the show on tour. Like, why y'all here with a check? I was like, why y'all giving me a check? So I should have figured it out then. But I was young. Like I said, they may have signed me for like 30,000. I might have had 30,000 in my pocket, but it didn't matter. I still signed it and did it.
Wow. So was there like any allure because it was the same label as Mike, and you just kind of like, well, we already rocking together, so I might as well be on the same label as you two?
Well, when we both started, we was under the same management, George Rowan. So it was me and him. George Rowan, he had Children of the Corn. So it was like I was with Cameron. So it was us three artists. And then after Mike's first album, he found new management. And then we kind of like more, I'm doing my own thing. Nobody's putting us together. Your management want you to have your own identity. So they kind of kept him away from me and a lot of stuff. So I went and did my own thing. But we always been friends. But when you got different managements, you got to do what your management say.
Right. So, while he's doing his album, like, what is like the process of he's like finally telling you, yo, get on this song, the first song, and then it becomes 13 songs that you're on the album?
Well, I think when we did the Master IC album, we was booked in the studio for 30 days straight. And I think every song was what we did that day. Like I'm sitting, rest in peace, my man Uni. We sitting there. I'm like, I'm so high, you so high. I'll be getting money to the day that I die. That's how we came up with the hook, you know. And then me and Mike, we went in the studio one day, and we both was just miserable, and we was like, everything must change. And then we did a song called Everything Must Change. So whatever the day went, like if you listen to Mike's album, the all the interludes is in a cab ride to the studio. You know what I
Wow.
mean? You know what I mean?
So, you know, because we kind of glossed over it, but at the time that you met Mike, were you already like thinking, I want to get into rap?
No, no. I liked it. I always wanted to be out there. I always wanted to, have this take the light. So I thought hype man was cool. Wasn't nothing wrong with me being a hype man because I don't have to. I'm not all the way in, but I get the same benefits as Mike Geronimo.
Right,
If Mike
right.
Geronimo's hot, I'm hot. Like being with Mike Geronimo, like I watched artists come up under him. Like I watched DMX come up under him. I watched when we went to perform in North Carolina and Jay-Z opened up for us.
Wow.
So it was a bonus just being right next to the man.